If you're a man over 60 and you've been told by doctors, nutritionists, and health experts that all nuts are healthy brain food and heart protectors, I need you to pause everything you're doing right now and pay very close attention. Some nuts sitting in your pantry at this very moment might be the hidden reason why your energy is crashing every afternoon and your bedroom performance is failing you when you need it most. It's not just age that's systematically stealing your masculine vitality and sexual confidence. You've been eating what everyone, including well-meaning doctors, said was good for you, not realizing that certain nuts are slowly but surely hijacking your testosterone production and blocking the circulation you desperately need for strong, reliable erections. I'm Dr. Richardson, a board-certified men's health specialist with over 30 years of clinical experience helping men in their 60s, 70s, and 80s get back their energy and bedroom strength naturally through targeted nutritional interventions that most doctors never learn about in medical school. What I've seen again and again in my practice is this exact devastating pattern. I still remember my patient, Walter, age 68, a retired electrician who sat in my office and told me, "Doc, I eat a handful of mixed nuts every single day thinking I'm being healthy and following all the guidelines, but I feel weaker and less interested in intimacy than I have in decades." What if I told you that certain nuts that are marketed as heart healthy are actually loaded with specific compounds that actively suppress testosterone production and block the blood flow that's essential for sexual function? Worse yet, they're often recommended by nutrition experts who have no idea about their devastating effects on male sexual health. What I've discovered through decades of clinical practice is that the most powerful medicine for restoring and maintaining male vitality isn't found in a prescription bottle or expensive supplement. It's found in making the right choices while avoiding the wrong ones in something as simple as your daily nut consumption. In this comprehensive video, I'll reveal the 4 specific nuts you must immediately avoid that are secretly undermining your masculine energy and sexual function, plus the 4 powerful nuts that do the exact opposite, naturally boosting testosterone production, enhancing circulation, and restoring bedroom confidence starting in just weeks. Stay with me until the end because I'll expose one particular nut that most men over 60 eat daily, thinking it's boosting their heart health, but it's actually crushing their testosterone levels and destroying their sexual vitality. Most doctors never warn you about this because they simply don't know. Before we dive deep into these eye-opening truths about nuts that are silently harming your masculine health and sexual vitality, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. This channel is specifically designed to help men like you stay strong, sharp, and sexually confident after 60 through practical nutrition strategies and natural health solutions that most traditional doctors never discuss or even know about. If you find this information helpful and want more detailed content about specific foods that directly impact male energy, testosterone production, and sexual performance, type 1 in the comments right now. If this information isn't helpful for your situation, type 0, so I can keep improving and tailoring these videos for men dealing with these exact health and vitality challenges. All right, now let's begin with the critical information that can change your life, starting with the 4 nuts you should never eat if you want to maintain your masculine vitality and sexual confidence. Last year, Robert, a 65-year-old retired commercial airline pilot who had flown internationally for over 3 decades, came to my clinic completely baffled and frustrated. "Doc, I've been eating cashews religiously every single day for 3 years because my cardiologist specifically recommended them as heart-healthy nuts. But my energy has absolutely plummeted, my morning erections have completely disappeared, and I feel like I'm losing my masculine edge entirely. I thought I was doing everything right nutritionally." Robert's comprehensive hormone panel revealed that his testosterone had dropped to dangerously low levels, lower than many of my female patients. And what he didn't realize was that his daily cashew habit was actively suppressing his body's natural ability to produce the hormones that make him feel like a strong, confident man. I've now seen this exact pattern dozens of times in my practice. Dedicated men unknowingly consuming what they sincerely believe is healthy, while their masculine vitality slowly but systematically disappears. Cashews contain extremely high concentrations of phytosterols, plant compounds that directly interfere with testosterone production by blocking the crucial cholesterol conversion pathways in your Leydig cells, which are the specialized cells in your testicles responsible for manufacturing testosterone. These same phytosterols also contain significant amounts of phytoestrogens that mimic estrogen in your body, further suppressing testosterone production while simultaneously increasing feminizing hormones that work against masculine vitality. What makes cashews particularly dangerous for men over 60 is their concentrated levels of these hormone-disrupting compounds combined with their addictive, satisfying taste that leads to chronic overconsumption. Groundbreaking research demonstrates that men consuming high phytosterol foods like cashews experience devastating 15 to 25% reductions in testosterone production within just 8-12 weeks of regular consumption. The mechanism is insidious and gradual. Phytosterols directly compete with cholesterol for the exact same enzymatic pathways your body uses to manufacture testosterone. Since men over 60 already have naturally declining hormone production due to aging, adding phytosterol interference creates a perfect storm for complete testosterone collapse. Additionally, most commercial cashews are roasted in inflammatory vegetable oils that damage blood vessels and reduce circulation to sexual organs, compounding the sexual health problems. Regular cashew consumption leads to progressive testosterone decline, significantly weaker erections, dramatically reduced libido, and complete loss of morning erections that many men mistakenly accept as normal aging. The powerful phytoestrogen effects can cause noticeable mood changes, increased belly fat accumulation, and accelerated loss of muscle mass that destroys masculine confidence and physical presence. Many men notice decreased assertiveness, reduced competitive drive, and loss of general masculine energy without ever connecting these devastating changes to their supposedly healthy daily cashew snacking habit. Replace cashews immediately with Brazil nuts, maximum 2 per day for optimal selenium, macadamia nuts for healthy fats without hormone-disrupting phytosterols, or pecans, which actually support and enhance testosterone production. These alternatives provide superior nutrition without the hormone-disrupting compounds that make cashews so dangerous for male vitality. David, a 67-year-old retired high school teacher who had dedicated his career to educating young minds, was consuming a large jar of roasted peanuts weekly, sincerely thinking he was getting healthy protein and beneficial fats for his cardiovascular system. "Doc, I can't understand why my circulation feels so sluggish and my erections are becoming progressively weaker. I exercise regularly, eat what I genuinely think is healthy, but I feel like my blood just isn't flowing properly throughout my body." What David didn't know, and what his primary care physician had never mentioned, was that roasted peanuts contain specific compounds that actively damage blood vessels and block the nitric oxide production that's absolutely essential for strong, reliable erections. His daily roasted peanut consumption was systematically destroying the very circulation he desperately needed for optimal sexual function. When we completely eliminated roasted peanuts from his diet, his circulation markers and erectile function improved dramatically within just 6 weeks. Roasted peanuts are loaded with advanced glycation end products, AGEs, toxic compounds created during the high-heat roasting process that directly damage blood vessel walls, reducing their natural flexibility and ability to dilate for increased blood flow when you need it most. Peanuts also contain dangerously high levels of omega-6 fatty acids that promote systematic inflammation throughout your entire cardiovascular system. The inflammatory cascade triggered by excessive omega-6 consumption actively suppresses nitric oxide production, the critical molecule responsible for blood vessel dilation and the strong erections that define masculine sexual confidence. Additionally, most commercial peanuts are contaminated with aflatoxins, which are toxic mold compounds that damage liver function and interfere with crucial hormone metabolism processes. The roasting process concentrates these dangerous toxins while simultaneously creating additional inflammatory compounds that attack your cardiovascular system. For men over 60 whose circulation is already naturally compromised by aging, regular roasted peanut consumption dramatically accelerates vascular aging and progressive erectile dysfunction. The systematic vascular damage from roasted peanuts manifests as progressively weaker erections, reduced genital sensitivity, and poor sexual stamina that destroys confidence and intimate relationships. The inflammatory effects contribute to arterial stiffening that blocks essential blood flow to sexual organs when you need peak performance. Many men experience cold hands and feet, clear indicators of systemic circulation problems that also directly affect sexual function and performance. The liver damage from accumulated aflatoxins impairs testosterone metabolism, creating a devastating double assault on male sexual health. Choose raw almonds or raw walnuts, which provide high-quality protein and healthy fats without the inflammatory damage. If you specifically want the satisfying crunch of roasted nuts, try dry roasted pistachios in small, controlled amounts, which contain compounds that actually support and enhance circulation rather than systematically destroying it. James, a 69-year-old retired mechanical engineer who had spent his career solving complex problems, loved his daily portion of honey-roasted almonds and chocolate-covered walnuts, sincerely thinking he was getting all the documented benefits of nuts, plus some enjoyable flavor enhancement. Doc, I know nuts are supposed to be incredibly healthy for men my age, and I make absolutely sure to eat them every single day. But my energy crashes dramatically in the afternoon, and my wife says I seem increasingly irritable and less interested in everything, including intimacy with her. What James didn't realize was that the added sugars, artificial flavors, and processing chemicals in his flavored nuts were creating complete hormonal chaos that was systematically destroying his masculine vitality from the inside out, negating any potential benefits from the nuts themselves. Flavored and sweetened nuts contain high fructose corn syrup, artificial sweeteners, and flavor enhancers that directly interfere with testosterone production and insulin sensitivity, two critical factors for maintaining masculine vitality. The sugar coating creates massive blood sugar spikes, followed by dramatic crashes that stress your adrenal glands and suppress natural testosterone synthesis. Artificial flavors contain xenoestrogens, dangerous chemical compounds that mimic estrogen in your body and disrupt your natural hormonal balance, tipping you toward estrogen dominance. The processing oils used in flavored nuts are often rancid and highly inflammatory, creating oxidative stress that directly damages Leydig cells responsible for testosterone production. Many flavored nuts also contain preservatives like BHT and BHA that have been scientifically shown to interfere with endocrine function and hormone production. The combination of sugar spikes, artificial chemicals, and damaged fats creates a perfect storm for hormonal disruption that's especially devastating for men over 60 whose hormone production is already naturally declining with age. Regular consumption of flavored nuts leads to insulin resistance, which directly suppresses testosterone production while increasing estrogen dominance, a recipe for sexual dysfunction. Men experience dramatic energy crashes, unpredictable mood swings, increased belly fat accumulation, and accelerated loss of muscle mass. The hormonal disruption manifests as reduced libido, significantly weaker erections, and complete loss of the drive and confidence that define masculine vitality. The blood sugar roller coaster also severely affects sleep quality, further suppressing the overnight testosterone production that's crucial for sexual recovery and morning erections. Choose plain, raw nuts and add your own natural flavoring with high-quality sea salt, fresh herbs, or a small amount of raw, unprocessed honey. Raw nuts with a sprinkle of sea salt provide completely satisfying flavor without the devastating hormonal disruption of commercial-flavored varieties. Walter, a 71-year-old retired firefighter who had spent his career saving lives in dangerous situations, discovered pine nuts at an upscale health food store and began adding them to salads and eating them as premium snacks, believing they were an exotic, healthy choice that would support his aging body. Doc, I thought I was significantly upgrading my nutrition by choosing these expensive premium nuts instead of regular varieties, but I feel more fatigued than I have in years. My energy just completely disappears, and I can barely make it through the day without needing multiple naps. Walter was experiencing what I call pine nut syndrome, a mysterious energy drain that many men don't connect to their seemingly healthy and expensive nut choice, assuming their fatigue is simply due to aging. Pine nuts contain specific compounds that can trigger pine mouth syndrome, a condition where taste disturbances occur, but more importantly for men's sexual health, they contain pinolenic acid, which interferes with cellular energy production in susceptible individuals. Pine nuts are also extremely high in delicate polyunsaturated fats that oxidize easily when exposed to light, heat, or air, creating inflammatory byproducts that directly damage mitochondria, your cellular powerhouses. When mitochondrial function declines, testosterone production suffers dramatically because hormone synthesis requires enormous amounts of cellular energy to function properly. Pine nuts are often rancid by the time they reach consumers due to their extremely delicate oil content and typically poor storage conditions during shipping and retail storage. Consuming rancid nuts floods your system with lipid peroxides, toxic compounds that create systematic inflammation throughout your body, including specifically in your reproductive organs. The energy drain from pine nuts is often subtle but cumulative, leading to chronic fatigue that men attribute to normal aging rather than connecting it to their food choices. The mitochondrial damage from oxidized pine nuts leads to chronic fatigue that directly impacts sexual energy and performance capacity. Men experience dramatically reduced stamina, both physical and sexual, and lose the vitality needed for satisfying intimate relationships. The inflammatory effects can significantly reduce testosterone production and impair circulation, creating a cascading series of sexual health problems that develop gradually over months of regular consumption, making the connection difficult to recognize. Replace pine nuts immediately with fresh walnuts or pecans, which provide healthy fats without the oxidative stress. If you enjoy the mild, buttery flavor of pine nuts, try raw sunflower seeds, which provide similar texture and taste without the energy-draining effects. Frank, a 68-year-old retired carpenter who had built homes with his hands for 4 decades, was struggling with debilitating low energy and progressively declining sexual function when I recommended he eat exactly 2 Brazil nuts every single morning without fail. Doc, I was honestly skeptical that 2 simple nuts could make any meaningful difference in how I felt, but within 3 weeks, my energy started returning noticeably. After 2 months, my morning erections came back stronger than they'd been in years, and I felt like I had my masculine strength and confidence again. My wife couldn't believe the dramatic transformation from such a simple dietary change. Frank discovered what many men don't know. Brazil nuts contain a specific, powerful mineral that directly powers testosterone production and supports comprehensive male vitality in ways that most supplements simply can't match. Brazil nuts are the richest natural source of selenium on Earth, containing an impressive 6891 micrograms per individual nut, nearly your entire daily requirement concentrated in just one nut. Selenium is absolutely critical for optimal testosterone production because it's required for the enzyme glutathione peroxidase, which protects your Leydig cells from oxidative damage during the energy-intensive hormone synthesis process. Without adequate selenium circulating in your system, your testosterone-producing cells literally burn out from oxidative stress, leading to the testosterone decline that destroys masculine vitality. Selenium also supports optimal thyroid function, which works synergistically with testosterone to maintain male energy, metabolism, and libido. Groundbreaking research demonstrates that men with optimal selenium levels have 15 to 20% higher testosterone production than selenium-deficient men. Brazil nuts also contain healthy monounsaturated fats that provide the cholesterol backbone needed for hormone production while supporting cardiovascular health. The selenium in Brazil nuts is in a highly bioavailable organic form that's immediately useful for testosterone synthesis, unlike synthetic supplements that are poorly absorbed and utilized. Optimal selenium intake from Brazil nuts leads to increased testosterone production, significantly stronger erections, improved sperm quality and fertility, and enhanced sexual energy and stamina. Men consistently report better morning erections, increased libido, and improved sexual confidence within 4 to 6 weeks of daily Brazil nut consumption. The powerful antioxidant protection also supports prostate health and may reduce inflammation that interferes with sexual function. Many men notice improved overall mood and masculine confidence as their testosterone levels naturally optimize. Eat exactly 2 Brazil nuts per morning on an empty stomach for optimal selenium absorption. Never exceed 2 to 3 nuts daily, as excessive selenium can be toxic and counterproductive. Choose organic Brazil nuts from reputable sources and store them in the refrigerator to prevent rancidity. The morning timing perfectly supports your body's natural testosterone production cycle that peaks in early morning hours. Paul, a 66-year-old retired commercial airline pilot who had flown internationally for decades, had been struggling with poor circulation and progressive erectile dysfunction when I recommended he eat a handful of raw walnuts daily as part of his recovery protocol. Doc, within 6 weeks of eating walnuts every morning religiously, I noticed my circulation was dramatically better throughout my entire body. My hands and feet weren't constantly cold anymore, and my erections became much stronger and significantly more reliable. I honestly hadn't connected food choices to circulation before, but the improvement was absolutely undeniable. Paul experienced firsthand the powerful circulation boosting effects that make raw walnuts absolutely essential for maintaining and restoring male sexual health and overall vitality. Raw walnuts are uniquely rich in alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, a powerful omega-3 fatty acid that directly supports nitric oxide production and blood vessel flexibility, two critical factors for strong erections and optimal circulation. ALA converts to EPA and DHA in your body, which are potent anti-inflammatory compounds that improve endothelial function, your blood vessels' crucial ability to dilate for increased blood flow when needed. Walnuts also contain significant amounts of arginine, an amino acid that serves as a direct precursor to nitric oxide, the molecule specifically responsible for strong, reliable erections. The combination of omega-3 fatty acids and arginine creates a powerful synergistic effect that dramatically improves circulation throughout your entire body, including specifically to your sexual organs. Comprehensive research demonstrates that men consuming walnuts daily experience remarkable 30–40% improvement in blood flow markers within just 8 weeks. Walnuts also contain vitamin E and other powerful antioxidants that actively protect blood vessels from damage and maintain their natural elasticity as you age, preventing the arterial stiffening that destroys sexual function. Regular walnut consumption leads to stronger, more reliable erections due to significantly improved blood flow and enhanced nitric oxide production. Men consistently report better sexual stamina, increased genital sensitivity, and more consistent sexual performance across all aspects of intimate activity. The circulation improvements also enhance overall energy levels and reduce chronic fatigue, contributing to better overall sexual vitality and confidence. Many men notice improvements in both spontaneous and responsive erections within 4 to 8 weeks of consistent consumption. Eat 1 ounce, approximately 14 walnut halves, of raw walnuts daily, preferably in the morning to support all-day circulation benefits. Always choose raw walnuts, as roasting destroys the delicate omega-3 fatty acids that provide the circulation benefits. Store walnuts in the refrigerator or freezer to prevent rancidity of the oils. You can add them to smoothies, salads, or eat them plain. Soaking walnuts overnight makes them easier to digest and may increase nutrient absorption. Robert, a 64-year-old retired mechanical engineer who had designed complex systems throughout his career, was experiencing debilitating afternoon energy crashes and steadily declining sexual interest when I recommended he incorporate raw almonds into his daily nutritional routine. Doc, after 6 weeks of eating raw almonds every single day without fail, my energy became steady and reliable throughout the entire day. I completely stopped needing afternoon naps, and my interest in intimacy with my wife returned stronger than it had been in years. I feel like I have truly sustainable energy again instead of the constant fatigue I'd mistakenly accepted as normal aging. Robert discovered how proper nutrition through specific nuts can restore the consistent, reliable energy needed for optimal sexual vitality and overall masculine confidence. Raw almonds are packed with magnesium, providing approximately 76 mg per ounce, nearly 20% of your daily requirement of this crucial mineral. Magnesium is essential for over 300 enzymatic reactions throughout your body, including those specifically involved in testosterone production and efficient energy metabolism at the cellular level. Magnesium deficiency, which is extremely common in men over 60, directly suppresses testosterone synthesis and creates chronic fatigue that destroys sexual vitality. Almonds also contain healthy monounsaturated fats that support hormone production and vitamin E that protects testosterone from oxidative damage that naturally increases with age. The high-quality protein in almonds provides steady amino acids for muscle maintenance and hormone synthesis. Raw almonds have a low glycemic impact, providing sustained energy without blood sugar spikes that crash testosterone levels and create energy roller coasters. The combination of magnesium, healthy fats, complete proteins, and vitamin E creates optimal conditions for sustained energy production and hormonal balance. Adequate magnesium from almonds supports stronger testosterone production, leading to improved libido, better erection quality, and increased sexual energy and stamina. Men consistently report more stable energy levels throughout the day, reducing the fatigue that interferes with sexual interest and performance. The sustained energy from almonds also supports better exercise capacity and recovery, which further enhances testosterone production and sexual confidence. Many men notice significantly improved sleep quality, which is crucial for overnight testosterone production and sexual recovery. Eat 1 ounce, approximately 23 almonds, of raw almonds daily, preferably as a mid-morning snack to provide sustained energy throughout the day. Always choose raw almonds, as roasting reduces magnesium content and creates inflammatory compounds that work against your goals. You can soak almonds overnight to improve digestibility and nutrient absorption. Chew almonds thoroughly or consider almond butter made from raw almonds for easier digestion if needed. Gerald, a 70-year-old retired high school teacher who had dedicated his career to educating teenagers, had been dealing with unpredictable mood swings, low energy, and steadily declining sexual function when I suggested he add pecans to his daily diet as part of a comprehensive approach. Doc, after 2 months of eating pecans regularly and consistently, I feel significantly more emotionally stable and energetic throughout the day. My wife says I'm more like my old self, confident, engaged, and interested in life again. I didn't realize that such a simple food change could affect my mood and energy levels so dramatically. Gerald experienced the powerful hormone balancing effects that make pecans particularly valuable for men over 60 who are dealing with the natural hormonal changes of aging. Pecans contain unique compounds that specifically support healthy hormone balance in aging men. They're rich in zinc, providing approximately 1.3 mg per ounce, which is essential for testosterone production and the conversion of testosterone to its more potent form, dihydrotestosterone, DHT, which is crucial for masculine vitality. Pecans also contain beta-sitosterol, a beneficial plant sterol that supports prostate health and may help optimize estrogen to testosterone ratios by blocking harmful estrogen production. Unlike the harmful phytosterols found in cashews, the sterols in pecans are beneficial and actually support rather than suppress male hormone production. Pecans provide healthy monounsaturated fats that serve as essential building blocks for hormone synthesis while reducing systematic inflammation that can interfere with optimal hormonal balance. They also contain manganese, which supports the enzymes involved in testosterone metabolism and protects against oxidative stress that damages hormone-producing tissues over time. The zinc and healthy fats in pecans support optimal testosterone production and conversion, leading to improved libido, better mood stability, and enhanced sexual confidence. Men consistently report feeling more emotionally balanced and mentally sharp, which contributes significantly to better sexual relationships and performance. The prostate-supporting compounds help maintain healthy urinary function, which is closely connected to sexual health in aging men. Many men notice improved overall vitality and a return of the masculine confidence that makes them feel attractive and sexually capable. Eat 1 ounce, approximately 19 pecan halves, daily, preferably raw to preserve all beneficial compounds. Pecans can be eaten as satisfying snacks, added to salads for extra flavor and nutrition, or incorporated into meals. Store pecans in the refrigerator or freezer to maintain freshness and prevent rancidity. The rich, buttery flavor of pecans makes them naturally satisfying and easy to include in your daily routine without feeling like you're forcing yourself to eat healthy foods. Listen, you've just learned something that most men never discover in their entire lives: that your daily food choices, especially something as seemingly simple as which nuts you eat, can either systematically support or progressively destroy your masculine vitality and sexual confidence. You now have the knowledge and power to completely transform your energy levels, circulation, and sexual performance just by making smarter, more informed choices in the nut aisle of your grocery store. This isn't about complex meal planning, expensive supplements, or complicated dietary protocols. This is about understanding that your kitchen can be your most powerful ally in maintaining and restoring the strength, energy, and vitality that define you as a man, regardless of your age. You now have the critical knowledge to avoid the testosterone killer, cashews, the circulation blocker, roasted peanuts, the hormone hijacker, flavored nuts, and the energy vampire, pine nuts. Instead, you can choose the testosterone booster, Brazil nuts, the circulation restorer, raw walnuts, the energy generator, raw almonds, and the hormone balancer, pecans. These aren't just random snacks. They're targeted nutrition that supports every crucial aspect of male sexual health: hormone production, circulation, sustained energy, and masculine confidence. Making these simple but powerful swaps in your pantry can restore the masculine vitality you thought was permanently lost to aging. The right nuts provide your body with the specific nutrients it desperately needs to produce optimal testosterone, maintain strong circulation, and sustain the energy that makes you feel powerful and confident in all areas of your life. The wrong nuts actively work against these same systems, gradually stealing your masculine edge without you realizing what's happening until it's almost too late. Starting tomorrow morning, remove the 4 harmful nuts from your kitchen and replace them with the 4 beneficial ones. Begin with just 2 Brazil nuts each morning. That simple change alone can begin restoring your testosterone production within weeks. Add a handful of raw walnuts and almonds throughout the day and include pecans as a satisfying snack. Your body will respond quickly to these targeted nutrients, and you may notice significant improvements in. If this information helps you understand how specific foods directly impact your masculine health and sexual vitality, share it with other men who desperately need this knowledge. Too many good men are unknowingly consuming foods that systematically undermine their vitality, thinking they're making healthy choices. By sharing this information, you're part of a movement of men taking control of their sexual health through informed food decisions. Drop a comment about which harmful nut you're going to eliminate first, and let's support each other in making choices that build rather than destroy our masculine vitality. Your future self will thank you for these simple but powerful changes.